Start.
I just taught you about the nickname of the valley. She was 8 years girl only, but she was very desirous to see the activities that are going to be performed in the town. Whether she was living in her village, she used to see the person moving on the road and the bus that once used to go to the town and come back in the evening. Now, after all, she decided to visit the town. The spring has set in. Weather become very pleasant to everyone. Everyone can see the bloom of the flower. New birds come out of the trees. And it was really a very interesting and a pleasant weather. And so in this weather she decided to go to the town. She came out of her house, come to the main road from where there was a bus stop. As she reached near the main road, the bus was moving, was flying on the road. She shouted from there to slow down, to stop the bus, because she also wanted to get into the bus to see the town. She was shouting in a loud voice. The conductor of that very bus took out his head from the window of the bus and saw somebody was crying to stop the bus. She saw the girl and the bus stopped. Conductors told her why was she shouting to stop the bus. She told that she wanted to go to visit town, and that's why the reason that he shouted to stop the bus, because the bus will carry her to the town. She also showed the amount, the fare of the bus. The conductor convinced and said okay, and the bus stopped. The conductor stretched his hands to help the girl to get into the bus. But she told that she could able to get into the bus herself. Okay? Really, the conductor was very jolly, very interesting person. He was making joke to amuse the passengers. The conductor asked her to take the seat, because on the seat nearby the window there were two persons. The conductor asked her to take the seat of the bus. Madam, really it was a daytime, so there were very less passengers in the bus. Nearly about 7 or 8 passengers were in the bus. Very was overcome with the silence to see the passengers that were sitting in the bus. She found the empty seat and sat down. The conductors told her whether he could start the bus. The conductor was smiling to see her. And then he blew the whistle and the bus moved. Really, it was a new bus. It was painted recently. Its outside painted a gleaming white with some green strip along the sides. Inside the bus, the handle of the bus that was fitted with the roof was shining like the silver. The seat was comfortable. And in front of her there was a glass, and above the glass there was a fine clock. Really, she wanted to see everything by the side of the room. But there was a problem. There was a canvas hanging around the window, and it was too difficult for him to see outside. So she stood up at the seat and looked outside what was happening, what were the things outside. She became very happy to see the greenish plant. Though greenish plant, those were planted by each side of the roof. And really, she was standing on her seat and looking out the beautiful scene of the roof. Now the bus was flying along the bank of a canal, Nahar. The road was very narrow. Beyond the road there was a palm tree. Grassland, distant mountain, and the blue sky. On the other side was deep ditch, gary khai, and acres green field was stretched. Really, to see such type of scenery, see overwhelmed with joy. What a wonderful scene it was. Suddenly, she was attracted by a voice that forbade her to do such type of activities. The voice addressed her to sit down on her seat. But she saw him with angry eyes, because this person was making an interpretation for her. She wanted to engage herself in seeing the beautiful scene and scenery of that very part. Really, the man was an elderly person who advised her not to do such type of activities. And really, well, honestly, the old man was worried about the girl. But she became angry with the old man. There was none there. She was only a girl, the small. And she told that she had paid 30 paise as a fare. The conductor interrupted in the conversation by saying that, now senior ready, whether you can realize that a young girl of age 8 could pay the fare, and whether a girl whether a girl would visit the town all alone. By saying this, she flew a angry sight to the conductor and told that she was not a madam. Please remind it. And you have not given her the ticket that she had paid. Yes, the conductor was in jolly mood. He was also making fun for her. And during making fun, she said yes, he would remember it. Imitating her voice. Just sit and be comfortable. Why should you stand when you have paid for a seat? But if you stand on the seat, you may fall or hurt. That is why he asked her to take seat. She told, I am not a child. She was 8 years old. The conductor said, well, how foolish she was. 8 years. The bus stopped and some new passengers got in. Now it was the time for her to take a seat, to see there are more passengers in the bus. By her side, a lady was sitting. Really disliked the woman because she had such a big hole. She had in her ear lobes, and there was an ugly ring. Ugly earring in them. She was chewing bit, and the juice of the betel was coming out on her lips. Who will? Who will not react to see such type of sight of that very woman? She was traveling alone without fail, and she had got the ticket for it. The conductor said, yes, she had got the ticket with the 30 pases. And so he said, mind your business very. But he laughed at the same. And the conductor too laughed. But the old woman went on with his devil activities. She told whether it was correct, whether it was correct to travel alone, whether it was proper to travel alone. Do you know the exactly place where she had to go? There were so many streets in the town. There were so many streets in the town, and in which street did she like to go? And she also told to tell her the number of the house. Valid. Perplexed with this treatment to the woman, she also disliked the face of the woman, and so she told, don't bother her. She would be able to take care herself. She turned her face towards the window. This was his first journey. She planned this journey very carefully. He had anyhow she was able to save amount for the bus fare. She suppressed all his temptation and saved the money. As for buying toys, balloons, but she did not buy it. She didn't, because she was very eager to go to that town. This was the reason that she saved a handsome money that was equal to the fare of the bus to visit the place. Although in the village there were fair, and during the fair she also enjoyed herself with the merry-go-round. But she suppressed his wish to save the money for visiting the town. For the next day, third part.